Now, when we were young, Daddy used to take us all to the circus, and Mama and Daddy would take up some side jobs. Mama would get us all ironing, and just so we could afford a good time. But, you know, we, we could go on the rides and see the shows, but we couldn't get all the treats. So Daddy'd pack us up some popcorn and pickles. They're still my favorite party treats. And anyway, we'd go back and forth to the car when we needed to have a treat instead of squalling about, I want some funnel cake. And also, anyways, we got there to the circus this one day. I have to keep shutting this off because it just quit. Daddy and Mama took us to the circus, and we were waiting outside the tent to go see. They had a brand new elephant show this one year. Elephants were going to do the conga. And while we were waiting outside and we're getting close to the tent, they started playing the Star Spangled Banner, and Daddy took his hat off, you know, to be polite and be real patriotic. And people started throwing money in his cap, and a line was forming while they were standing in line to see the sideshow, and that was me. I was just some snaggletooth little girl, but, you know, it gave us time. We got funnel cake with it and some corn dogs, and, oh, we had us a big time. Well, when we got in that tent to see those elephants there, that conga line, I don't know who came up with that idea with those big old elephants, but it was darn near like an earthquake, and the bleachers, they just went down like a house of cards. But them there sweet elephants came out and scooped people out of the pile and were bringing them up and blowing them off with their trunks and dusting them off. And when the elephant came and picked me up, I struck a pose. I did. It was so sweet. So at the end of that, the ringmaster came up to Daddy and wanted to know if he could take me on the road with him. Well, you know, I thought it was because I struck such a pretty pose, you know, going on the elephant, but he just wanted me for some sideshow because he'd heard how much money Daddy'd made off me coming in there, and that was just kind of a disaster. But, you know, I mean, how many folk been just spotted in a crowd like that? So I took that to heart. That made me special. Oh, damn, am I special. We'll get back to the circus because I did want to tell you something funny. You may want to use it with your children. When you go to the circus and you don't have money for all the stuff, well, Daddy and Mama would say, about the time we'd start squalling for the funnel cake and the candy cotton and stuff, they'd say, oh, put them on that there tilt-a-whirl, and it'd spin you right around. And, you know, all those folk who've been eating all those corn dogs and funnel cakes be spewing it out everywhere. You just about lose your own dinner, but, you know, it sure did cure you from wanting to eat any of that stuff. So I thought that was a good trick, and I think you ought to put that down in your memory.